And plus his army here is spotted too, so this is in a bad position. The sensor tower is seeing all of his movements. We can just see what Jonas sees right now. Yeah, he sees all this going on. He knows there's something fishy going on. And getting some photon cannons, interesting use, but now this army's moving forward. These guys are out of position. They got a good surround. Oh boy, a Psystorm in there would just be awesome right now, but there are no High Templar anywhere near being able to be on the map, and the siege tanks are sieged up, and they really need to be focusing down the... I don't know who should be focusing down. That was a good blink, getting me in range of the siege tanks, but... Okay, one siege tank goes down. Photon cannon's finished. That'll help clean this up. Other siege tank goes down, and that was actually pretty good. I was a little worried about Dunamai, but he did clean it up. Lost an awful lot of his army. We checked the units lost. He is kind of way behind in the units lost because the Marines are freaking dirt cheap. So you basically need the most most cost-effective way of damaging Marines right now, because he can lose a ton of Marines and then just rebuild them again. Although with only 2 barracks, he's still going to be rebuilding them kind of slowly and using more supply drops. Man, some Void Raid harass to take the stuff out, especially during that battle, could have been huge. Huge. Check the APM. Not much going on in the APM right now. We'll go back to the production tab. We are seeing some Immortals. Not a bad choice against all these siege tanks. Immortals were built for taking on siege tanks. Already got one in his army here. I like that. A forward scouting observer. No missile turrets to spot it. He could scan for it. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. So this observer is going to see everything going on in this base, which is now mined out, and the gas is gone. All of his resources are in this base. I would like to see Dunamai take a 3rd base right now. He needs to break down these rocks, take this base. He would have a huge advantage. He's got a pretty safe contain going on right here. I mean, it could get rolled over, but he could be taking a 3rd base right now. And short of drops, Jonas couldn't do anything about it right now. There's no way he could sneak around this army, and there's no way that he could beat it fast enough to go take out a 3rd base. So I think that's what needs to be happening right now. Hopefully that's what this probe is going to do. A couple more Immortals. I like that. 2-2 on the Immortals. What do we have on the upgrades for the Terrans? Only 1-1 on the Terrans. Engineering Bay not doing its job, getting all these weird he got all the weird upgrades for his buildings that he possibly could, and he's not getting 2-2. I guess that's why he needs the armory. Maybe that's why he's dropping down the armory. He suddenly realizes that his Engineering Bay is not doing him any good, and we are seeing a 3rd base for Dunamai. Thank you, he was listening to me. I'm glad to see that. Whew, this is a long game. I'm going to start losing my voice here if these guys don't finish it off here soon. I really like the army size from Dunamai here. It could be a lot bigger, though. Let's check the army size. He is slightly ahead. And is he getting his Colossi yet? Oh, and we're seeing Banshees here and a Thor for Jonas. But we are finally seeing the Colossus for Dunamai. Does he have the Thermal Lance upgrade? Where is his Robo Bay? No Thermal Lance upgrade yet. I'm disappointed there, and he needs a lot more minerals. Why is he so deficient on minerals? It's probably because he's on 1 base, that's why. So he definitely needs to get this other base up. We check on Jonas's resources. He's got a ton of resources. But then again, Marines are dirt cheap, so all of his army is going into the Marines. And now he's getting a Viking. So he's going for a bit of an Air Force. Oh, wow, this is an interesting choice for him. I don't know about this. This seems to be a wrong point in the game to be going for heavy air, considering he hasn't seen any air units. The Vikings are gonna, well, okay, yeah, he's seen the Void Rays. Get some Vikings for the Void Rays. I'm not really sure about getting the Banshees though. I don't think they're gonna do much to this army. The Stalkers can completely chew them apart. The Immortals are gonna shake them off and say, "What? Banshees? I really don't care about Banshees." The only ones that really have to worry about it are the Zealots and the Sentries. Of course, that's just my personal opinion. I haven't done any damage studies or anything. And these Colossi, these guys need to be advanced forward right now. Right now, they need to be. No. What is he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Please don't attack without these units. Please don't attack without these units. Oh, Dunamai, you're gonna make me cry if you attack without those units. Oh no, I think he's going to attack, and he doesn't have his full army there. He needs the Colossi. Even without Thermal Lance, he needs the Colossi. Please get your Colossi. Please get your Colossi before you attack. Oh, but he's going to do a little harassment with the Void Ray. I like this, but I would like it much better if his Colossi were up there to help out in case his army moves out, because this army is going to have to move out soon. And this Void Ray is fully charged, and this front wall is toast. Here come the Marines. That Void Ray needs to pull back right now. Pull back the Void Ray. Oh, he's not watching the Void Ray. That was a huge mistake. No! Oh my goodness, I did not like that. And now he's going to put down a missile turret. And oh, he's moving forward. He doesn't have his Colossi with him. Oh, this is a huge mistake. And he's blinking right into the siege tanks. This was not the best move at all. He just threw away this entire army. I don't care if he's got Immortals in it or not. There's nothing left that can take out those Marines. And that was just, oh, that was absolutely terrible. Oh, no, no, no. When will people learn not to just throw your army at a wall of siege tanks? That is the absolute worst thing he could have done. I mean, he could just put the Colossus right here. Well, no, siege tanks do outrange the Colossus, but Immortals in the front, Colossus behind them. Get the Immortals to draw the siege tanks' fire, and then the Colossus to burn them down. That's what he needs to do. Or get some Void Rays out there, but now we're getting some missile turrets down. This seems silly. This army, this is just, you know what? Really, Dunamai could just go sniff out these bases and just end this game right now. End this game right now. If he killed off this base, the game's over. But he's got observers on the map. He could be sending them around scouting all over the place instead of just parking it here. I mean, it's not bad to park one here. Maybe get another observer. Scout around the map. Find out where he's getting his resources from. Obviously, he's not mining from here. His main is gone. Does Dunamai know that his main is mined out? He does know the main is mined out. And oh, what do we got going down here? Oh, we had a Thor drop. I don't see the medevac that took care of it, but oh, getting sneaky. Looks like he did some damage. He unpowered this building. That's not too big a deal right now. We do finally have the Thermal Lance upgrade coming. Did he ever get those Colossi? He did. Now that he's got the Immortals there, he's got to work on it. Maybe re-rally these units or keep an eye on down there so he doesn't forget about these units. And really, this base could be dead. These supply depots are squat. What are these supply depots doing? Pausing Dunamai for like 5 seconds for him to destroy them? He needs to kill this expansion. That will win him the game right now. Find the expansions. Scout for the expansions, Dunamai. Scout for the expansions. He doesn't even know that they're there.
Your probes are under attack.
And it looks like we got another attack down there, running in another Thor. These stalkers could, actually be doing something right now. I don't know what these Vikings are gonna do. He's not even defending his base. This is baffling. Now he's gonna do something, but it looks like these 3 stalkers are not gonna be enough. Oh, he could be in a bit of trouble now. And since those last 3 stalkers got slaughtered, we'll bring in 3 more. Oh, this is not good. But these stalkers will take care of these Vikings, so that was not really well planned out by Jonas. But I think this group's going to clean it up now, because they cleaned up the last group of 3 stalkers. Yeah. They don't really, I mean, none of these units have bonuses to stalkers, but Thors just have a lot of DPS. I don't know where they get it from. Seems kind of unfair. And what do we have here? Oh, wow. Let's back that up. I think I just missed a major engagement. Yeah, oh, he pulled his Colossus. I don't think that's good use of his Colossi. He's getting him thrown away. These Thors are going to completely chew them up. Oh, no. That was actually poorly executed. And now he's going to throw the rest of his army into the siege tanks. Oh, Dunamai, you're throwing this away. You could have this win, but you just keep throwing your army away. And yeah, he took care of most of the siege tanks, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh. I think I'm going to have a moment of silence here as I weep into my microphone. And he's not doing anything to save his main. I mean, this is not that big a force. I seriously do not understand what he's doing right now. And he's not even trying to defend it. I mean, I don't like the 3 stalkers at a time approach, but eventually 3 stalkers at a time would win. I mean, this guy's in the red, this guy's in the orange. He's just pretty much given up. As Jonas is just tearing through his base. It's kind of funny, he has these photon cannons to defend his army rally point, yet he had none to actually defend over here, and that might have just ended this battle right to begin with. Now he seems to be bringing his army back. I think it might be too late, though. He's lost way too much of his main. I think he might be done. He's only got 2 warp gates powered up right now. He just ran out of resources here, except for 60 minerals right there. He's only got 1, like I think I heard said, 2 active gateways, but this one's in danger. Now he's got nothing to shoot against the air, except these stalkers that could have been helping out in that battle. And now they're going to try to focus down. And what are these stalkers doing? Are they going to wait for him to finish off one of his only 2 working gateways? I mean, they have blink. They could get right in there. And there we go. Now we get a good blink. And now we'll finally clean it up after almost his entire base is gone. I really don't think he can come back from this now. We check the units lost. Oh, it's just brutal. He just threw away too much of his army, and he did not defend his base at all. And now he's assessing the damage, and it's not pretty. And now we just got Mass Thor. I'm not really sure what the response is to Mass Thor. Probably Immortals. Immortals will tear up Thors. Maybe some Zealots just to kind of soak up some damage, kind of get in the Thor's face. But Immortals, I think that's the response. Or Dark Templars. Somehow I have a feeling that Jonas wouldn't scan if he was attacked with Dark Templars, but that's a tech path I don't think we can do right now, and he's got a ton of resources. He's now on... Apparently he decides to mine 1 base at a time. That's an absolutely insane strategy. If we check the army size, and way behind. Way behind. I think this is just kind of inevitable right now. Now we're going to speed this up here a bit. I'm not really sure what Dunamai is going to do right now. I mean, he can rebuild. I would not put it past Jonas to allow him the time to rebuild. But right now he has to get a flawless unit composition if he wants to win this. Oh, we do have some moving out. Looks like this little rallying area is gone, but he wasn't using it anymore, so that might not be that big a deal. No upgrades on these stores. Let's check the units tab. Yeah, he's gone. He's pretty much given up mostly on Marines, and now he seems to be going Thors. Because he's got 1 Thor for every 2 Marines. And yeah, this is going to go down. What is Dunamai doing? Producing shields? He's researching shields. He needs to be researching an army is what he needs to be researching. And he is spreading his chrono boost on this warp gate, so hopefully he can get a unit off of it. Warping in some units there. That's what we want to see. Scan goes down here. He's not going to see that much. Getting an observer. Did he lose his other observer? He must have lost his other observer. Not sure how. But no matter. And oh, these units are going to go into these Thors. I really want to see this Mortal on the front line taking the damage. I don't think he needs to blink in. There we go. Now he's taking some of the damage, but he did not have enough to take out this many Thors. Nobody's producing anything right now. There comes some Zealots. He did do quite a bit of damage. If he could take out these Thors... Nobody's doing anything right now. Nobody's producing anything. And now we got a Star... Why is he getting a Stargate again? His Stargate is not going to win him this game at this point, I don't think. He could get Phoenix against the Banshees, but... he needs to rebuild an army. I want to see gateways. He's got 2 robo facilities. That should be enough. He needs more gateways to rebuild his army. I mean, how many does he have? He's got 1, 2, and apparently he's just going for air now, because now he's getting 2 Stargates. I think this is the wrong choice. Well, looks like he's got more gateways around here than I thought. Okay, that's good. He does have a lot of gateways. I don't want to see him get these Stargates. I don't know what he's going to do with these Stargates that are going to help him at all in this situation. Looks like he's trying to re-muster up force. Still just kind of some Thors and these Marines just sitting here in this drop ship. I'm really not sure what's going on. Now he's getting his Twilight Council again. Another... Oh no, that's the second Stargate that he built. I don't think that's a third. I hope that's not a third. And now reproducing Void Rays. Void Rays are a bad choice against Thors. And oh, and that Observer got in range of the missile turrets. And now is dead. So a bit of Miss Micro on his Observer. And apparently he wants to take this with some 212 Zealots. That is a mistake. What is he doing? Oh, this is brutal. There's nothing at this base. He needs to be hunting expansions. Jonas is not defending his expansions, and that would kill him right now. Kill the expansions. At this point in the game, you can't kill the main with a small force. I mean, if you're gonna hit someone's main, especially when he's actually defending it, you got to go big or go home. He kills the expansion, and I bet he would win this game. Jonas does not have a big enough force to completely wipe out these, and he's not even repairing his supply depots. I don't know what's going on, but Jonas does not have a big enough force to wipe out all of Dunamai in one fell swoop. He's even getting the gold expansion. So honestly, oh, we got a Banshee here, but it's just an empty geyser. That's not that big a deal. These photon cannons hopefully will protect this. Not that there's much to protect, so I think he doesn't need to worry about this right now. This Banshee's irrelevant and it's wasting its time. And now we're building another base. These expansions are so exposed, though. Dunamai, build an army. Find his expansions. You know the main has to be mined out. You know the main's mined out. I think you've even scouted it. You know the main's mined out. You hit his resource lines. He's dead. He's absolutely dead. He does not have enough. I mean, he loses these Thors. He's in big trouble because this is the bulk of his army, and Thors do not build that quickly. And now we're seeing Psystorm way too late because he's not building Marines anymore. He is just building Thor Banshee, apparently. And it looks like we're getting ready for another Thor ship. And probably going to bring it over here where these Banshees are. Oh, and if this Void Ray can see those Banshees. Come on, Dunamai, bring the Void Ray down to these Banshees. It's just sitting there. And now he's getting... He's getting 2 Templar Archives? Why is he getting 2 Templar Archives? That might have been just a mistake. He probably didn't realize he already had one. He was already researching Psystorm. And now these Thors are in here, and this Void Ray needs to get out of there. This area could be in a bit of danger. He might have to rebuild his Cybernetics core. And Dunamai left the game. You know what? I think he actually disconnected in this game. I can't remember. There was one game I think he said he disconnected. It might have been this one. I actually think he might have been able to come back because neither one of these players was in a very strong position. I mean, Jonas was keeping his expansions extremely exposed, but so that's going to go down on a loss in the Dunamai's column. Unfortunate disconnect there. So we'll move on to game 4 and have a day.